today is Katie Hines from the Interior Design Studio. They're a local design firm that's been instrumental in helping us pull this project together and pulling in a lot of favors to help us finish this up. So Katie, tell us a little bit about your vision, how you came up with the plans for this house, and then let's talk a little bit about some of the modifications that we've made.
Sure. I guess when we approach the project, we're looking at, an old home that you're rehabbing into something new and fresh, but you want to make sure it appeals to the modern day
Right.
living and family. So when we looked at the house, not many people have formal parlors anymore.
Yeah.
Come in and entertain in one room and have formal dinners in another. So we took the approach with this house that we wanted to kind of modify it. And actually we turned our original former parlor into what would be the master bedroom on the first floor. Mm-hmm. And then in our main living area, which is right adjacent to the kitchen and the dining room, making those more of a casual living space.
So we get that, that circulation plan that people are so fond of.
And you get that open floor plan concept that's going on.
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Very cool.
Cool things that this house had was this really great iron tub. And we definitely wanted to keep that in the design because it's character, and you don't ever want to lose character when you have it to work with.
Right.
And originally we talked, let's keep it, on the first floor because we were making a master bedroom, so we needed a master bathroom, if you will.
Sure.
But in furthering that conversation between yourself and me, we decided that, for, again, a modern day family, it would be really nice to have a first floor laundry room.
Absolutely.
So it became a domino effect because originally we had planned for this lovely cast iron tub, which is really, really heavy, to be in this bathroom and rehab and repurposed.
Sure.
But now we're going to put it upstairs. Well, we didn't originally frame our bathroom that we added upstairs for that tub.
Yep.
So coincidentally, now we have to reframe the bath, and that's cool. That's the way projects go.
That's the way it goes.
But now we're going to have a great powder bath on the first floor, a functional washer and dryer for our modern family.
Right.
And we're going to still keep our cast iron tub, just repurpose it upstairs.
Which I think is all very important when we come to actually listing and selling the home. Some of the feedback that we got, people weren't so keen on taking their laundry to the basement. It's not a bad basement, but it's just not a place that you'd want to spend a lot of time doing your laundry. And we thought this would be more convenient. Mm-hmm. And as Katie said, moving this cast iron tub upstairs, this wonderful, original, beautiful thing. It's heavy, but it's also big, which made us completely redesign, as she said, our plan. Yes. In doing that, so we're adding a full bath on the second floor, and we'll look at that in a moment. But to do that, we had to remove some of the ceiling from the dining room so that we can have access to run the plumbing and the drains that are necessary to add that bathroom upstairs. And as you noticed in the background as we're looking around, the house itself has gone quite a visual transformation as rescue painting has come in, removed a lot of the old wallpaper borders that were up and patched the walls, and put in this very cool, literally and figuratively, paint job that kind of has almost a sea glass effect. It captures the really beautiful calm colors, and with the woodwork that we think has always been painted, really gives a pretty sublime, elegant look to the entire project. Now why don't we go upstairs and we'll check out the bathroom project and what's been going on up there, and look at the work that's been done in the bedrooms upstairs. So come on up.
It's a steep staircase.
It is. So upstairs, what was kind of interesting about this home, and it's pretty common in Medina, when you get to the top of the stairs, there's this huge landing, and we don't know if it was just a flow over for sleeping. It was this beautiful big open space, and historically there was no bathroom up here. So our designer said, what a great place to put a full bath, and that's what we're doing currently. Now originally our thought was have a corner shower and open this up a little bit more, but because of the changes we made downstairs and the fact that we wanted to retain that historic bathtub, by moving that up here, it had to change the entire layout. So instead of entering the bathroom here, we reframed it, and you'll be entering it from this side over here. So it's still a very functional space. It'll still add a full bath, which will be value added for whoever buys the home. Still access to the two main bedrooms on the second floor. So it's just one of those design changes when you work on an older home or even some newer homes.
Every home.
It's
an ebb and flow. You warn people that there's going to be road bumps, and this is one of those, road bumps that you kind of rethink things a little bit, and maybe it could be done in a better way, but have to rework
Luckily, it's been working out. Our plumbers, Dyna American, have been just fantastic at working with us and meeting the needs of the project. Katie's family has gotten involved. Her father very graciously came through and did some of the reframing and some of the drywall work for us.
Very fortunate to have Craig Douglas.
Absolutely.
Handyman of all things.
So as you notice, the bedrooms on this floor are actually pretty good size. They're not small at all. And what's, again, unusual is both bedrooms have closets, which is very unusual. The closets aren't big, but they're large enough that you could put shelves and a dresser in there and hang your clothes. And then in the alcoves, there's plenty of room for the bed or the dresser. Now, as you see, we are currently in a construction zone with all the stuff around the house, but that's part of the process. We have materials laying around, we are working through all this and having the paint done, and very soon we think the house is going to make a very strong visual transformation. Katie, how did you, as a designer, come up with a color scheme for the house? What was your inspiration?
I wanted something that was a little bit more historic, and actually the Sherwin-Williams line does a whole historical palette, and they did some research on the time frame of the house and what would be, used in those paint colors. A lot of them at the time frame that this house was built would have been done with a natural dye of some sort. Sure. So a lot of them are softer, more muted tones, but I wanted something that actually brought something to the palette that was current as well. So aquas have been very, very big in the last couple of years. So that was just something that was like a natural, we could put a little color on the walls, give it a little brightness, but still be true to what the home's age is.
I think it works very well. I think when people walk in, the crisp white of the woodwork against the color walls, I think it's going to show very well.
What I think is interesting too in this house, and I know in many older homes, and some people don't notice, the woodwork. Downstairs, the woodwork was a little bit more formal and carved. And then you come upstairs to the bedrooms, and it's a little bit more casual. Here, it's just a basic one by, nothing fun, nothing exciting, but it's also very bold and bright because of the size of it, which I think is kind of unique.
It almost has a modern feeling, though. It is so stark and crisp.
So
I think people are going to love it. We're excited about it. We're going to go back downstairs and we'll walk through the kitchen, and Katie can give us an idea of the layout and some of the plans that we have for there.
Our kitchen.
So our kitchen space is kind of cool. Again, in a prior episode, when we started to do the demolition, there was a built-in cabinet here that we didn't think was original to the house, but it was pretty early, just based on the design. So as you can see, the walls have all been filled in with drywall and mudded, and we're getting ready for the cabinet installation. So Katie, tell us a little bit about the color scheme. We know we have the cabinets in the front, but the literal colors and the look of this kitchen, how is that going to feel?
I wanted to go with more of like a country kitchen type idea. This is an older farmhouse, so again, combining that character of the home with a modern day. So we'll have the modern cabinetry. But in here, this is actually, we're very fortunate to have a nice, light, and bright kitchen naturally.
And it's pretty big.
And it's big, which very rarely happens in older homes. So I took the opportunity to put some bold color on the wall. So when we get around to painting this, we're going to see a really nice regal blue against
beautiful.
Against the white cabinets. I think it'll make an amazing statement.
Absolutely.
And then our floors, I wanted to kind of keep, again, within the time frame. So we're doing, it's called a vinyl plank tile. And it's made to look like a rustic wood. So kind of, more of a natural feel versus a ceramic or something that wouldn't have dated this home at the time.